Welcome back, folks. Picking up where we left off. Rojesto here, playing Stanley Parable. We tried to turn off... No, we turned on the mind control facility against the best wishes of the narrator, which suggested that we turn it off. And then he got all pissy, put a countdown timer on, and set some nukes off, and now we're back in this shithole office again. I hate this place. Oh, the drudgery of work, and some asshole made a fucking mess. Look at this place. Jesus, papers everywhere.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, I know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Go to the meeting room. Missed the memo.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Correct. No one's in the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Right.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah. Boss's office, executive bathroom, hit the keypad, open up the fireplace door.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even need a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
No, fuck you.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
God damn
So
it.
he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Thanks, narrator. I really needed that. Let me just have a sit. Have a sit.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, that's nice. It skipped the whole, like, elevator going down scene. Or wait, did it always do that? I don't know. Whatever. Alright, mind control
Stanley
facility.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Hit some buttons.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Alright, so last time we turned system power on, and we all know what happened. So now I'm going to turn it off. We're going to play along with the story and see where it takes us.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What is this, the Shire? I mean, like, you know, the Shire with parking lots and buildings, but, you know, the rest of it.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay, happiness. Achievement unlocked, beat the game. No, I don't believe it. That's bullshit. Look, we're back in our cube again. There's no way I beat the game. Alright, well that was only a couple minutes, so let's see what's up.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
Crap.
He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Wait, did I actually beat the game?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, alright, well, what happens if...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes.
Yes, truly a room worth
Employee
admiring.
lounge.
It had really, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Right, no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Right, I was thinking about this. When I jumped off...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
Would you
wrong
just
foot
shut up?
here. I'm not your enemy, really.
What happens if I jump all
I
the way
realize that
off?
investing
Can
your
I?
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Douche. Oh. Well, what do we have here? A little difference here. I'm in my office, my cube, my sweet computers here, but that's not my office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, you fuckers. Yeah, that's the only way. God damn it. Well, that's strange. It switched up. Yeah, it switched up my my office area.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. We've done that. That way to the mind control facility. This way to the loading dock. Hey everyone. So it does appear that I beat the game when I got that achievement, and you know, it went to the cutscene and I ran around outside and all that stuff. Um, so yeah, I mean, there could be more to the game, but I'm not quite certain, because it seems like I've been everywhere. And after, you know, I was outside in the cutscene, it dropped me back to the office. Afterwards, I just went through the same hallways and did the same stuff that I've done over and over again. So yeah, I mean, I think that's it for the game. It was fun. I hope I'm not missing too much. I mean, if there are some things that I missed, then you know, I hope it's not a huge chunk of stuff. But you know, whatever. Game was fun. I liked it, and I hope you liked watching. If you're interested in seeing more of this type of game, although it's kind of this type of game. What the hell is this type of game? I don't know. But I guess more like indies, more indie games, more like totally random fucking games like this. Let me know, you know, like, comments are always appreciated. And it's been real. Take it easy, folks.